What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 2 podcast episode number 116. And I'm joined by my co-host Roy. Roy, how are you doing? How are things going?
I'm going well, man. Going well. Excited. Game week 1 is always the most exciting one.
Football is back. And we've learned quite a few things as well. So we'll go through some of the things we learned. We have the fixtures. We'll talk a bit about free hit versus wildcard. And also we'll have a look at some DEFCON points while talking about the fixtures as well. Having said that, welcome to everyone in the chat. We've also passed 2,000 subscribers.
2,000?
Yeah, we've passed it. I know the one on the stream is not the most accurate one because this thing hasn't updated, but it says we're on 2,056 subscribers.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Ryan, that's awesome. That's such a great achievement.
Indeed. So the next milestone is probably 2,500 and then 3,000. We'll slowly climb like that.
So yeah, well, the only way is up, isn't it?
Indeed, exactly. And for everyone who's listening on the Spotify or Apple Podcast or anything, make sure to leave us a 5-star review and even comment there, and I'll answer comments on those as well. All right, let's get straight into the fixtures. Starting with the games for Game Week 2. So I guess we'll swap to defensive contributions when needed for some of the teams. We'll start obviously with West Ham playing Chelsea. Now West Ham, when I watched the game because I had Diouf and I had Fulkrug, so I kind of had the interest in West Ham. And the first half I thought they were okay. Fulkrug kind of set Bowen up. He also set Diouf up, and Diouf his chance was cleared off the line by Ballard from Sunderland, who went on to score and get that monster haul as well. The second half, West Ham were a completely different team. Like, it was like they just didn't turn up in the second half, and then Sunderland just coasted through.
So why do you think that is?
I don't know, actually. Honestly, I don't know. I just don't know. They were fine in the first half. It's just the second half they just didn't turn up. And I don't know if there's something the manager said or during halftime, or if the players were like newly promoted teams, so they were not up for it. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Yeah. People are talking about West Ham being one of the teams that could go down this year because they didn't really add too many players in, quality players, and they've had Kudos left. So I think it's going to be a struggle for them. So I got 2 West Ham players in my team as well. So now coming off that game week 1, I'm feeling a bit insecure.
Same. I've got so I'm kind of benching Diouf for this week. Because they're playing Chelsea. I don't expect West Ham to keep a clean sheet. And the data here also says 1.95 goals for Chelsea, 1 goal for West Ham, 35% chance of clean sheet for Chelsea as well. So I'm kind of expecting Chelsea to I won't be surprised if they keep a clean sheet. But yeah, I don't know. West Ham.
It's West Ham home game. It's a London derby, and you just don't know who's going to turn up on the day, and it's always going to be tough. Chelsea against West Ham at West Ham Upton Park. So,
not
Upton Park anymore. So
Olympic Stadium.
I'm still living in the 1990s. Yes, the
new Olympic Stadium.
Right? Yeah. The big stadium that's not suitable for football. Anyway, yes, I don't think it's that clear that Chelsea is going to just win 3-0 or 4-0. I don't think it's going to be that.
Yeah, and it's not like Chelsea were pulling any trees in their match against Crystal Palace as well. Cole Palmer, I think he's still, I mentioned in a video yesterday, I think he's still left in the States and he has forgotten to catch the flight back to London because he was missing in that game, the entire game.
But playing all through the year, since last season, they really haven't stopped, right? That could potentially play some part in the first game as well.
Yeah, potentially. It could be a case as well. But they kind of have to get a point here, or at least 3 points, because pressure will slowly mount as well, based on the amount of business they've done in the transfer window as well.
Yeah, true. They got too many good quality players. I think they're just too good. But West Ham at home, they are a difficult team to beat. So
Yep, indeed. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not expecting. I'll start FULkrug. I'm not expecting much, but I think for those who have Bowen as well, I don't mind playing him in this game.
I go Bowen.
Yeah, okay. I don't mind playing him in this game and see how he does.
I don't have a choice, to be honest.
Yep, fair enough. It's either that or you like make a transfer, right? Basically, and I don't think it's worth transferring him out just yet after one game.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm with in terms of him. Like Bowen, if I had Bowen, I would have been a bit more patient. With FULkrug, I'm a bit more like,
true.
Because there are a few.
I'll tell you what my thinking is.
Yeah.
My thinking is, I'll get Saka in.
Yeah.
To replace Palmer.
Yeah,
then they get Petro in to replace Bowen.
Now
I don't want to not have a Chelsea asset.
Yeah, fair enough. But then Joe Pedro at the same time didn't look that like he didn't really do much in that game. I thought Liam Delap looked a bit more lively and Chelsea looked a bit more lively when Liam Delap was on. Now that's not to say that Joe Pedro will get benched in this game. At that Jackson is back as well. He was suspended for this game, which is why he was not involved at all. So he's also available for selection.
Rotation is an issue, isn't it?
Yeah,
for Chelsea?
Yep, that's the one problem. So we'll have to see how they do in terms of which striker they play. I'm not really sure, which is why I only had Palmer. But you mentioned swapping Palmer for Saka. That has led to a lot of, which is why I put like free hit versus wildcard. A lot of managers are thinking of that free hit and will move straight into the Arsenal versus Leeds game as well, because that is one of the main reasons people are probably thinking of a free hit, because they would have started the season without any Arsenal players. Because if you look at the fixtures for Arsenal, it's like this was the only easy one in like the next 5, right? The rest were like way more harder fixtures on paper.
And free hit is a smart move, I think. So the first half we got 4 chips in the first half and the second half, right?
Yeah. So free hit, bench boost, triple captain, first half, and wildcard, 4 chips. Same chips basically in the second half as well.
Yeah, so free hit I think is a great idea because you truly don't want to keep Saka for game week 3.
No, because that is against, I think, Liverpool.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it gets harder immediately as well, right? So even like when I did the preseason podcast with like Miro and Pete, Pete mentioned about like getting in Palmer and then transferring him out, doing a hokey transfer to Saka and then transfer back. But it's like feels kind of slightly a waste of a transfer as well at one point. But at the same time, I don't know, like if Arsenal had an easier fixture than Liverpool, I might have kept him. I would have thought about that move a bit more as well. Which is where I guess the free hit comes into play, because not only Saka, but it's also Haaland, which you have conveniently started with both, not have to worry about it. But City also played really well. And that could also kind of, for those who don't have like Haaland, if they really wanted to, I don't know if they'll score as many as like what's projected here, because I think Spurs under Thomas Frank are a bit more tighter defensively than what they were under Ange.
Well, traditionally they don't do well against Spurs anyway.
Yes, that's another thing as well. City is their bogey team. But that was another reason if anyone's thinking of a potential free hit. And at the same time, because you have Liverpool playing Newcastle, so you can, people would have tripled up or even doubled up on Liverpool if they kind of want to avoid against Newcastle. They can do that as well in this.
The more we talk about it, the more free hit seems like a really good idea.
Yeah, so it's either this week or I don't know. There are a few other weeks as well. I haven't looked into the other weeks too much. I think game week 6 is another week where there are like some really tasty fixtures for some of the bigger teams. But this is also one week where people are actually looking. But I think the main thing is with Arsenal. So because of the Leeds fixture. So now Leeds also beat Everton 1-0 today basically, or yesterday night, depending on your time zone. How do you see the game going?
I think it's just not going to be as easy as people think in my head, because against United, Arsenal didn't play well. No, they didn't play well at all.
They defended well though, after that.
Well, I mean, I think the draw probably is a fair result.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think that might be a penalty there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. It's too early. It's such an early game, and Leeds is not the old Leeds we know about. They will just go out and just attack us. I don't think they will. Yeah, I think we're going to win, but very tight again. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but the first game didn't give me any confidence at all.
Yeah, but now this is the first game at home as well. So
Yeah.
you'd be expecting the crowd to be up for it as well. Add to that,
Arsenal should win. Should be a clean sheet.
Yeah, they should win this game ideally.
Yeah.
Clean sheet also should be very likely. So if anyone has Arsenal defense as well, it's not a bad fixture.
If Arsenal score early,
it
will be maybe end up 3 or 4. If Arsenal don't score in the first half, for example, then it might get a bit prickly.
Now talking about scoring, Victor Gyökeres didn't really have the best of openings. But then again, you could say it's a much more harder fixture. And end of the day, as bad as United were last season, Old Trafford is still kind of like a tough place to go to, generally speaking.
Always has been.
Yeah. So this one, now there's talk about him potentially being on pens as well, is what I've seen recently, which could decrease the appeal of Saka as an FPL asset, but increase Gyökeres' appeal.
His problem is he won't play the 90 minutes.
That's the thing.
He won't play the 90 minutes, and he didn't have the service in the first game. He will get more service in this game, I'm sure. But I'm afraid he's going to play 60 minutes or 65 minutes. He'll get subbed.
Because Havertz didn't really make a foot wrong, right, when he came on as well.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that fit, to be honest.
Fair enough, right? Because he hasn't really had a preseason, right? Because he was basically on strike at Sporting, so didn't have a preseason there at all. So it's going to take him a couple of games to at least get going. Yeah.
And he needs to cut his hair as well. He's touching his hair too often, in my opinion.
There were more hair flicks in that game than shots on target.
I got his hair today. I got his hair. How many times I touched my hair today? I think Arsenal will win, and how many it can be really open if we score early. Yeah,
fair enough. Okay, but we do expect Gyökeres to start. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yes, I think Arteta do want to give him the confidence by score a couple early goals in the early stage of the season.
Do we expect it to be the same team that starts, or do we think like Miles, because Miles Lewis-Kelly didn't start, Califury started, got the goal as well. Do we expect an unchanged lineup?
I can't. I don't know. It's
too
fair
early.
It's too early. I mean, it's too early.
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
It's too early.
So Arsenal assets, I guess, still one defender.
You're right. The left back is probably the only thing that could change.
Potentially change.
Or the right back. I think Ben White was a bit injured.
I'm
not sure. That could be another move as well.
Timber plays. Yep.
Potentially.
Yep.
But everything else, I think we should stay the same.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. All right. So that means top 3 Arsenal for people who are looking on a free hit is probably still Saka, Gabriel, or Saliba, and Gyökeres maybe.
Yep. If you want to take a punt, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Declan Rice, to be honest, is not a bad choice.
Yeah. Fair enough. If I can actually bring up the whole defensive contributions for Arsenal. So I think Saliba reached it. In terms of, he got 14 defensive contributions. Martin Odegaard got 14. Declan Rice only had 4.
Wow.
So wasn't too involved per se.
Gabriel is only 7.
Yeah. Zubimendi got 12. But I should add, game state will be different against Leeds, right? So you're expected to hold way more. In this case, funnily enough, United had most of the possession. But in the Leeds game, I'm assuming Arsenal will have more possession, which will lead to most likely lower amount in terms of
DEFCON.
Yep. So yeah.
Correct. So you probably want to focus on the attacking players a bit more.
Yes, indeed. Then, having said that, let me move over to the next game. And from Leeds' perspective, Goodmanson got 9 points. I think you also had him on your bench. Yep. But it's a good start, though, to be honest, for a 4.0. Not too bad.
Yep.
So if there are weeks to play him, I mean, it's a good start that you can kind of now trust that he'll get. I should actually bring back the defensive contributions for that as well.
So that's one of the regret is I didn't use bench boost.
Yep, fair enough. So Goodmanson got, he didn't get the defensive contributions. He got 8 defensive contributions. So it was too short from that as well. But he did get, obviously, bonus points. 3 bonus points. So he's done a lot in terms of the game, overall game. Could have got more if he got
attacking.
Yeah.
Very attacking.
Yeah. Tarkowski, on the other hand, still managed to get the defensive contributions, 15. So he's definitely there. Someone that I got was Roden, who was one less than Goodmanson in terms of defensive contributions. And in terms of baseline bonus as well, he managed to get 1 bonus point as well. But unfortunately, he was also on the bench for me. So it is what it is. So what to do? Should have actually started him. Who would have known? But yeah. Anyways. All right. Next game. I won't be starting Leeds in this game though. That I'll tell you.
No,
yeah.
Probably won't.
All right. City versus Spurs. Both teams came away with clean sheets in their games. Both teams won comfortably, I would say, as well. Haaland doing Haaland things. But Reinders, amazing value at 5.5. I'm glad I started with him. Who else? Nuri was a bit more tucked in compared to being more attacking for this game. But at the same time, Guardiola wasn't available. I think he wasn't fit. So
that'll be rotation there, you reckon?
Yeah, potentially. When he's fit, it's either, I don't know if it'll be Nuri playing left wing back and then Guardiola left centre back, or whether it's Guardiola on that full back spot and then Ruben Diaz or Akanji.
Yeah, maybe it depends on who they play against. If playing against a attacking team like Liverpool or Arsenal, they might play Guardiola, and smaller teams they might play Nuri, right?
Yeah, probably.
Could be that.
Could be. Reinders didn't really have much defensive contributions, I think. He doesn't really do much defending, to be honest. The man is
very attacking, isn't it?
Very attacking. Let me actually switch back. Here we go. So he had 3. He's as good as Haaland in terms of caring about defending. Nuri had 15 on this one.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be surprised. He's attacking, but then still got 15.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then that's because he was playing a more tucked-in role. So if he's playing more of the attacking bombing forward wing back, I don't know how that'll translate as well.
But just tracking back.
The one thing I did from the game that I was watching, and the reason that they have like such high defensive contributions, Wolves had a lot of chances in that game to kind of score. So you could say because of that, maybe some of the tracking back and the amount of defending he has to do has contributed to that. In a game where a team is just going to sit and probably only counter once or twice, then might not be the case. But yeah. But good, it's a good start.
Spurs team is a different team now, so
yes, indeed. Spurs. Now, if I switch back to this one, they obviously won comfortably. Richarlison with some 2 brilliant goals, the second one especially. Kudus with 2 assists. Now Kudus at 6.5, good value. Although he's mostly going to be a chance creator than a finishing inside the box from the looks of things at the moment, at least. Richarlison will start this game, I think, against City. But my worry with Richarlison is there's always Solanke at the background. Once he gets his fitness back up, then minutes, I'm not really sure.
I mean, with all those teams that involve in Champions League, rotation is going to be a risk for all the players.
Yeah, true. Once Champions League starts, but then that's like after like game week 3, right? After the international break. For now, if anyone's punting and who has players, it's okay. I don't think I don't think I'll be buying any Spurs players at the moment. At least not for this fixture.
Yeah, I got 2 defenders.
Oh yeah, so Pedro Porro and Van der Ven, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think the more I think about it, the more I think free hit proves best for me this week.
Yeah,
we'll look at my team later. I
yeah.
think the more I think about it, the more, because I got City players, and I got Spurs players, I got West Ham players, I got Chelsea players, and I don't have Arsenal players.
Okay, well, when we get to your team, we'll have a look a bit more further. But yeah, in this one, the one thing the other thing I noticed from Porro is when Kudus, because Kudus was the one who was doing most of the crossing, Porro didn't do too much of the attacking play because of that. So it kind of takes away from Porro's appeal a bit. And it's only when Kudus went off that you see Porro doing a bit more in terms of like crossing. At least that's what
Are they on the same side?
Yes, that's the problem. And Kudus also holds the width. So yeah, we'll see. It's just one game sample as well, end of the day. So things could change. But I think in this game, expect your Spurs players to be kind of involved in defensive contributions because they're not going to hold the ball much. They'll have to do a lot of defending in this one.
They will be doing a lot of defending.
Yeah. Haaland's still good.
Yep, I hope so. I hope so.
When we get to captaincy, maybe it should be a discussion because this week is going to be interesting. All right, moving on. Palace versus Forest. Forest fooled me. Chris Wood fooled me. They didn't score any goals in preseason. I was like, these guys are going to struggle to score. And then they go and smash Brentford with Chris Wood getting 2.
It could just be Brentford is too bad.
That's also possible, yes. That's true.
I think Brentford is one of the favourites to go down.
Yeah, I probably would add it there. And with with Keith Andrews as a potential to get sacked first. Him or maybe even Potter.
If I put money on teams to go down, actually Brentford probably will be top.
Yep. So maybe a team to target this season more than anything. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, looked solid against Chelsea. Now, at the moment, we don't even know if Eze is going to be still at Palace, for example. He could have actually moved to Spurs by the time the deadline comes. We don't even know.
It's old Arsenal boy going to Spurs. I mean, I can't imagine that. I can't possibly imagine that.
But that is the transfer rumor at the moment. So we'll have to
I know.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is the release clause is not there anymore.
Yes, that's the thing. So I don't know how much Spurs are going to be paying or if they're going to be paying. And not, I don't really know what the deal with that is. With Palace as well.
I really hope he doesn't go.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you'd probably want him at Arsenal to play on the left instead.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, with Palace, there's some news that we got today. Is Hwang Hee-chan from Wolves is going on loan to Crystal Palace. So that could.
Does that mean like Eze is going?
I don't know. So one to monitor and see.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Or it could
still want. Yeah.
It could also be that because they're in Europe, they want a bit more depth, potentially. I don't know.
Conference League?
Yeah. I mean, they're going to take it seriously, right? That's the only way that they're going to get into Europe next season.
Of course.
Yeah. Forest as well on Europe. I should add. Palace also, because they're in the Conference League, they have qualifier games between now and game week 2 and between 2 and 3 as well. So they have midweek games as well. So that is something that we need to keep an eye out for. They have European qualifier games. So yeah, we'll wait and see how they do. Forest obviously in the Europa League. So that rotation will most likely start after game week 4, basically. Game week 5, I think, is when the Europa League starts. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have the depth to rotate the team.
No, they don't. But their fixtures also get a slightly bit more harder after that. So for now, I have double Forest defense. It hurt when they lost that clean sheet. I was looking at a decent score and then now I'm looking at a disaster score. But I will probably start both my Forest defenders in this game.
Yeah. I got Anderson and Sales.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. And if you had Palace defenders as well, I think I probably still will start them in this game because you never know. This could even be a 0-0. I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
All right. We move on to Bournemouth versus Wolves. Bournemouth
Almost looks good.
Yeah. Semenyo
looked good, man. And their fixtures going forward are looking good too.
Yes, indeed. There was the game week 1 fixture was the only tough one, and after that the fixtures do improve. Now they got 1.9 predicted goals here with 32% chance of clean sheet as well. They've got a few decent defensive contribution players, I think I should add. Let me switch to Bournemouth. Where is Bournemouth? They were in the top right. Here you go. So they had Tavernier, Adams, and even Senesi got defensive contributions.
Yeah, they were midfielders, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, Senesi is the defender, but the others, midfielders. Yeah. Smith was one close as well, I think. So keep an eye out for Bournemouth. They've got some players that could actually could become FPL options. So,
but that's against Liverpool. Liverpool is more attacking. That's probably one of the reasons as well.
This was a very end-to-end game, which is why Van Dijk also ended with like 21 defensive contributions, and Salah ended with 10. Can you expect Salah ending with like such high defensive contributions? Usually, probably not.
Yeah, amazing.
Yep. Abich, thank you for the super chat. Abich is like Semenyo is the guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Offers good value. Into
7.5, is it?
Abich could probably. I think Abich had Semenyo. Let me check Semenyo's price just quickly.
7.5.
Yeah. 7. He went up today. 7.1.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's still good value to be honest, with the fixtures improving. Wolves, on the other hand, I tipped them to be one of the teams to be in that relegation battle.
Agree.
So going to have a tough day against Bournemouth as well potentially in this one.
Yeah, agree. I think they don't look good. They lost their key players.
Yep. On top of that, I saw a tweet from David Ornstein where Newcastle were looking at Strand Larsen as well as an option among one of their forwards that they're kind of trying to buy. So he's also an option, but I don't know if they'll buy him. But just saw that tweet today.
Okay.
Yeah, so keep an eye out.
They don't have any strikers at the moment.
No, they don't. If they lose him as well, it's basically Arias, who's like a midfielder. But yeah, it's not looking good for Wolves. That's kind of where it is.
You can always play that guy. What's his name? Oh God, the Brazilian guy played. Midfield. What's his name? Wellington.
He's not Brazilian though. Yeah, who's the Brazilian? I think someone. Fabio Silva is Portuguese.
Joelinton.
Oh, you mean from Newcastle? Oh,
he's from Newcastle.
Joelinton
used to be a striker.
Yeah, that's true. But they're playing Anthony Gordon there. We'll get to Newcastle later. But yeah, Wolves not looking good at the moment. All right, moving on. Everton versus Brighton. Everton lost. Kind of not too surprised. I did think Leeds could cause an upset, and not too surprised. Going to be a slightly more tougher game against Brighton as well. Brighton drew against Fulham. They were leading comfortably until Muniz got that late goal. Jorginho Rutter, I think, is still Brighton's like one of the best options to kind of look into. He won the pen, and then O'Reilly took the pen. However, Danny Welbeck wasn't on the pitch at this moment, so there's still a bit of uncertainty of like if Welbeck is on the pitch, then does Welbeck take pens? I'm not really sure.
I think O'Reilly is the one.
Good option.
He's the one. I'm saying he's the one taking penalties. I think it's pretty clear he's taking most of the set pieces as well.
And 5.5.
Yep. So he's the one I got in.
Oh, see, this is why you've had a good start.
No, I didn't have him.
Oh, you bought him in.
I got him in game week 2.
Okay, you already made a transfer.
I got rid of Brighton Baleba.
Baleba, yep, Baleba.
Yeah, I got rid of him because he didn't play the full 90 minutes.
Oh, but Baleba had good defensive contributions, and it's looking like he's not going to be.
Indeed, he might, but I just feel like I don't want O'Reilly's price to go up.
Yeah,
So
fair
I
enough.
made the transfer pretty quickly.
Okay, fair points.
After I watched the Brighton game, then I just made the switch straight away.
Yeah, BREvAVL was one short of defensive contributions. Fair enough. Yep.
He only played 60 minutes though.
Yeah, but then he didn't really have a good preseason, I would say. Like his preseason was in doubt with like the whole United transfer circus and everything.
Now he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good defensive player.
Yep.
I just feel like O'Reilly might just be because of all those set pieces.
Yep. Fair enough. Yeah, that could be the case. I like him and Rata. I think Rata, if he's playing like that striker spot, still a good option. Everton, on the other hand,
Omar and Minta, they all good options, and they all look good.
They have a lot of depth. That's the problem. Everton, on the other hand, I mean, Tarkowski for DEFCON still good. Obviously, they've signed a few players that we kind of still have to see a bit more, like Jack Grealish. They've got Barry. I don't know. I feel like it's still too early to see what exactly we're going to get from Everton, like Shrewsbury Hall as well. I can't really say too much about Everton. I haven't watched the highlights as well from the last game, so I have to check and see.
Yeah, well, the David Moyes is back, so
home game, new stadium. That's all I can say. There might be something.
First game, right?
Yeah.
First game at a new stadium. Yeah. You know, anything can happen with Everton.
Yep. So we'll see. All right, moving on. Brentford versus Aston Villa. Brentford, another team, like you said, relegation candidates, facing an Aston Villa team that was kind of very poor, to be honest. They played against Newcastle. Konsa got sent off. Luckily, he didn't lose the clean sheet, or Aston Villa didn't lose the clean sheet. So Konsa still remained. Actually, funnily enough, you know, if Konsa had actually let Anthony Gordon go and Anthony Gordon scored, you would have probably ended up with 2 points. But instead, you ended up with 3 points because they managed to keep the clean sheet.
Yeah, true.
So you actually earn more through that potentially. How
funny.
Yeah. But Aston Villa have also sold Jacob Ramsey to Newcastle, and I think they're selling a few other players, which means Morgan Rogers, instead of playing the 10, might be playing like a left winger potentially. We'll have to wait and see. Because who else? They sold, I think they sold another player. Who was the winger? Let me try and get that name if I can. Jacob Ramsey left, and I've forgotten who. Oh, Leon Bailey, I think. Also has supposedly left. Or at least that was a rumor, I think. So
they're a bit short on the wing.
Yeah, which is why I'm thinking Morgan Rogers might end up playing one of the winger spots, potentially.
Interesting.
So I don't know if that makes him a good asset, but his minutes are still pretty decent. It's just that Villa looked poor in that game. So I'm hoping, ideally, for a better performance, because I have Watkins, and like as tempting as it could be to swap Watkins to Arsenal to Gyökeres, Aston Villa still do have good fixtures after this as well. So I'm going to hope for some return.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. From Brentford, Thiago who took the pen, but that's it. I probably just would avoid Brentford personally. I've kind of been on this.
No, they're not good. They're so missing good players.
Yeah. So, and they could potentially lose a few more before the transfer window closes.
God, yeah.
Leon Bay has gone on loan to Roma.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Another option is, like, previously people could have got Rogers to Semenyo, but now Semenyo has gone up on price, so that's not a direct move anymore. So yeah. All right, moving on. Fulham versus Man United. I don't know. Can United put in the same performance?
That's your expertise.
Is it just a game that they turned up for because it was Arsenal, or can they make it I want to know if they can be consistent and put in the same performance against Fulham. If they do, I'll be pretty impressed. Because I thought we played well. We created chances. The one thing that I think was lacking was there were a few times there were crosses into the box and there was no striker in the box. And which Šeško, who I think should get more minutes here, might even start, to be honest. I don't know. Although Mason Mount did play well, I don't think he did anything wrong, Mason Mount. But I think Sesko should probably start this game. So I'm expecting
I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm expecting a better performance. I have Bruno Fernandes. I'm still happy to hold him for this game. But Cunha looked the better player out of everyone there.
I think he looked good from the sense that he would dribble. He would dribble through players who actually do it. He's one of those players. He's entertaining and he will just take on players. And because Arsenal sometimes, when United counter-attack, Arsenal is on the back foot. So it does make him look good because we don't really have that many players at the back. If against Fulham, they will be pretty solid defensively.
I'm expecting to.
I'm just not sure the space will be there for him to run to.
Yeah, that is kind of what, because against Arsenal they played a lot of there was a lot of transition football against Arsenal. Yeah, and they bypassed the midfield and they went long a lot.
Casemiro did really well a few long passes.
Yeah, and like they just like finding MVMO or Cunha on the wide.
I was really shocked at how successful they could get the ball to those players that easily.
Yeah,
I was really, really shocked because that just did not look like the Arsenal I used to know. Is they will cut it out before the ball actually got to them.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why I want to see whether they can I don't know. It's probably a combination of Arsenal being poor on the day and United being good as well. But I don't know. We'll see how they do against Fulham. But I'm happy to own Bruno Fernandes. One player that I want to probably get maybe even ahead of Burnley in Game Week 3. I'll probably get him for Burnley potentially is Patrick Dogu, who he hit the post. He's going to be pretty good for minutes and very attacking. So he's someone I'm looking because I have Diouf and I'm like, ooh, I don't mind making a transfer in Game Week 3 to get in Patrick Dogu. So we'll see. I know the fixtures after are not as easy as well. So I need to have a look in terms of like rotation and potentially.
Is it defender or is it midfielder?
It's a defender. 4.5. 4.5.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of why I'm very tempted. So
that is really, really good. That is a really good option.
Yeah. So I will potentially, that will be one of the moves that I look into. But yeah, that's kind of it. From Fulham's perspective, Harry Wilson continued good preseason form, got an assist. Muniz, we'll see whether he remains at Fulham or not, because there was transfer rumors of linking him away from Fulham as well. So we'll have to wait and see in terms of that.
Yeah, Newcastle need a striker.
Newcastle are shopping everywhere at the moment, just not getting anything done. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Cunha over MVMO, I'm still 50-50. I don't really know which one is the best FPL option for the moment between those two.
I mean, they don't have set pieces in them, right? I mean, Bruno has all the
MVMO does. In terms of, so what happened in the Arsenal game was Bruno was taking one and MVMO was taking the other side. Both were doing in-swingers, right? So one side of the corners MVMO does. In terms of free kicks and everything, that's still with Bruno, most likely. That might be the odd case where either Cunha or MVMO could take it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the tricky part. Is you've got three players are equally good.
Yeah.
And Bruno is taking most of the set pieces.
Yeah.
And penalties.
Yeah.
Which makes the other two less attractive.
Yep. That's the thing. One thing to mention that was mentioned in the chat as well was Josh King, 4.5 million midfielder, had had 9 defensive contributions. I think at halftime he was on 7 defensive contributions, to be honest. So
I was going to talk about that too, because I saw him play.
Yeah.
He's making these forward runs all the time, linking up with Iwobi.
Yeah.
And these two linked up really, really well.
Yeah.
He was bright in that game.
Could definitely be someone that we kind of look at potentially getting if the Fulham's fixtures at the moment seem a bit tricky, but when they get like a good space of fixtures, we'll definitely be looking at a player to get. Yeah. Okay, let's move to Burnley versus Sunderland. I'll be starting my Burnley defender. That's all I know from this game. Sunderland looked good against West Ham. I think I won't be surprised if they put in another good performance here. But then this is Burnley at home, so we're expecting Burnley to be a bit better.
Yeah, I just don't know these two teams that well to comment anything. I know Xhaka is there at Sunderland.
Yeah, Adingra is also there at Sunderland as well.
Yeah, but they're not too bad. I mean, I just don't know them enough.
Yeah, one thing to mention is, so I went and got Q as a 4.5 million striker. I don't think he's going to be starting anytime soon because their striker scored, got subbed, and the replacement striker who came on also scored. So I don't think Q is going to be getting
him too.
Yeah. So for the moment, I don't think he's going to be getting any minutes. But let's hope maybe he features a bit in this game at least. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I have Steve from Burnley, esports Steve. I'll be playing him. In terms of their defensive contributions from Burnley, where's the Burnley fixture? Here we go, Spurs. Yeah, so Steve had 8 defensive contributions, so 2 short. I'm hoping in this game he might be able to get that defensive contribution number. We'll see. I'm not expecting a clean sheet, but if you can get at least a defensive contribution, I'll take it, to be honest. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tense game, right? Both teams promoted and they will try to not to lose.
Yeah, and then Ballard is the set-piece threat for Sunderland. Apparently he was a former Arsenal player. Yeah, so he's definitely one to keep an eye out for. Set-piece threat, 17 points in the first game, so we'll see how he does. And then the final game, Newcastle versus Liverpool. Here's the thing. I kind of feel like this is a good fixture as well for Newcastle, because one thing I've maintained so far is that Liverpool on the transition are kind of weak at the moment. And that was obvious against Bournemouth as well when Semenyo ran through them. Because
defensively, they're not that well set up.
Yeah, exactly. Because they've switched to a 2 in midfield instead of 3 in midfield. Add to that, both their fullbacks are extremely attacking as well, compared to previously, like Robertson staying a bit more deeper and then Trent bombing forward. So defensively, they can be got at, I feel like.
If people use free hit, do you advise people not to pick up too many Liverpool players in this game?
You could probably get one, I think. I just don't know which one. Salah or even Ekitike. You look good, Ekitike.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to use free hit, I might be going easy on Liverpool assets.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no, because like Newcastle are generally, like, if they have time to prepare, they do well when they can prepare for a game and then focus all. And Eddie Howe is not a bad manager. Like, tactically, he's pretty good in terms of when it's matchups, when he has time to prepare for a match. And this he has plenty of time to prepare as well. So, the only thing I think that Newcastle lacked against Aston Villa game is the striker presence.
There's an elephant in the room, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's refusing to play at the moment.
I feel bad for Newcastle, to be honest.
Yeah. So we'll see. If they don't sign a striker, then Anthony Gordon ends up becoming an option potentially, because he's the one who's going to be playing that like number 9 spot. So
something must have happened. Something really strange must have happened for someone to just say, "I don't want to play for you anymore."
I'm not sure what exactly from the behind the scenes dealing of like what exactly has gone through, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Liverpool 1.9 projected goals, 25% chance of clean sheet, but Newcastle also 1.42. So it's going to be a tight
game. Yeah.
We'll wait and see. One player I'm worried about is FULvMUN. I got him. I feel like he's like that assisting the assister type player. So we'll see how he does. If he can get some returns, will be nice. Otherwise, I'll be like looking at my midfield and like, I need to free up some funds to improve my forward line. And he's probably the first name that I look at in terms of getting rid, potentially.
Yeah, he's not getting enough time as well. So.
Yeah. And if Liverpool do switch to a midfield 3 to try and be a bit more defensive, I don't know who is getting the axe. Whether it's him or whether it's Gakpo, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah. Exactly.
more likely or not, they won't change.
Probably. But I think if they wanted to be defensively better, they probably should change. But I don't know. We'll see what ARSvLEE does. Yeah, that's the thing. Right. Captaincy.
Yeah.
Where are you leading?
Oh, Haaland.
Fair enough. I don't have Haaland. So I have a massive problem.
It's Haaland or Saka, right?
I have neither. Which is why I have a massive problem. So for me, I'm like, okay, I don't have Haaland, I don't have Saka. Palmer probably might be the safest option to still go Salah, because even if they get a penalty, you're hoping that he finishes the penalty.
You could use a free hit as well.
Potentially, but I would like to keep my free hit because I have the other teams. I kind of have decent coverage. Like I have Aston Villa players. I only don't have. I have City as well in terms of Reinders. It's just that I don't have Arsenal. That's the one issue, and I'm not sure if I want to just for Arsenal. If I want to play a free hit or not, I don't know. It's kind of where I'm like 50. I don't have Bournemouth. I could probably get some Bournemouth in this. Like again, for free hit, Bournemouth, Arsenal. Those are some teams that are definitely very tempting.
Yeah, Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, maybe.
So I have Aston Villa. I have Chelsea. And I kind of have City as well. I just don't have Haaland, yes. But I kind of have somewhat coverage from the other teams. And I don't have Spurs at all. So I don't really need to remove Spurs players. But that's kind of... So it's all team dependent in terms of if you're playing free hit or not. At the moment, I'm tossing between Palmer against West Ham, who are pretty poor. But Chelsea were not that great as well. Or Salah against Newcastle. Yeah. I don't really know. I could even potentially consider Bruno Fernandes against Fulham. Yeah.
This is football, you know?
I know.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's also Watkins against Aston Villa, but... I'm sorry, Watkins against Brentford, but I just generally don't trust Watkins with
Captaincy. You know, that is a good shout, actually.
Could be a game, to be honest. Could be a good game.
Yeah, Brentford don't look good.
Yeah, it's just that he doesn't take pens, Watkins. Or he might, I don't even know, to be honest. We don't even know. We'll see.
Who does over there?
Asensio used to take it, but Watkins took it before. But he didn't look comfortable in the penalty he took, even though he scored it. There's no Asensio now, so I don't really know who's taking the pens for Villa.
Maybe what's his name? The guy who used to play for Everton. What's his name? No, McGinn maybe, and the other guy. My memory is getting really bad.
Who else do they have who can take pens?
Tielemans.
Yeah.
He is quite comfortable with penalties.
Yeah. That could also be a case. So he's an outside shout, Watkins, for captaincy potentially. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. We'll have to wait and see. All right, Roy, let's talk about your team. 68 points, 1.2 million game week rank. So I'll read it out for those listening on the audio. Sells Wan-Bissaka, Vanderven, Konsa, Pedro Porro, Anderson from Forest, Palmer, Salah, Reinders, Bowen, Haaland, Dubravka, Baleba, Goodmanson, and Gu on your bench. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I think the intention was to keep Salah and Haaland to start with, then Palmer, then change to Saka in the future.
Yeah.
And also when Salah goes to AFCON, get Palmer back. I think that was the idea in the long-term strategy. I mean, it turned out to be okay the first game, but the game week 2 becomes the issue because you've got Spurs play against City, West Ham play against Chelsea, and Liverpool away against Newcastle. So there are many good games for my team. So I think I might take your advice to go with free hit.
On top of that, you had the Konsa red card as well.
I got a Konsa red card as well. So my existing team consists of 2 Spurs defenders. It's not really helping. And the West Ham defender.
And Goodmanson against
Arsenal. West Ham striker.
Yeah,
so it's not good.
Yeah, fair enough. You could do with a free hit looking at your team potentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might not even have Liverpool players at all. I just load it up with Arsenal and City.
Yeah, and you could even get Semenyo from Bournemouth if you wanted to. You don't
I
have.
will.
Yeah. you also don't have.
The only time I can get him.
Fair enough. You also don't have like Watkins or like Aston Villa attack against Brentford. So yeah. So again, free hit, very team dependent. We've also obviously mentioned Wildcard in this title, and we haven't spoken too much about Wildcard. But this is my team. So I had Cells in goal, Diouf, Williams, and Cucurella in my backline. I had Reinders, Salah, Bruno Fernandes, Florian Wirtz, Palmer, Fulkrug, and Watkins up front. On the bench, I had Dubravka, Guiu, Rodon, and Steve. Now, some could say I could potentially wildcard this team, but I don't think this team needs a wildcard. I think a wildcard in Game Week 2 for me feels a bit too fast because there's still not enough information that we know about. And generally, I would like to wildcard in a fixture swing rather than like immediately playing it in Game Week 2. So I would advise against wildcards generally in Game Week 2.
International break.
Yeah, international break. Yeah, exactly. Because there's one coming in 2 weeks as well. So that's probably what I would do. At the moment, I haven't thought of getting an Arsenal player. Because I do have Reinders for the City coverage. I have Watkins for the Villa coverage. I've got Chelsea players. Obviously, I have Diouf who will be benched for Steve in the Burnley option. And Forest defense is not too bad as well, I would say, to be honest, generally speaking. It's just the lack of Arsenal. And maybe you could add a bit of Bournemouth, but I don't think Bournemouth, for me, is as high a priority maybe as Arsenal. But then for 1 week, Arsenal, is it worth it? I don't know. And even then, the only way I can do it is if I either remove Palmer or I remove Watkins. Both of which I don't know if I really want to do.
You're going to have to use two transfers.
No. So it's either one transfer of like Watkins to Gyökeres or like Palmer to Saka. Or just to keep... it's probably not worth it because I was thinking like you could even do Cucurella to Gabriel and get like an Arsenal defender or something who might get a set piece goal. But that's just asking for too much potentially because Cucurella is also very attacking and he could also get himself a goal.
Yeah, you mess up your future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I might just like roll the transfer at this rate and hide behind the sofa. For the Arsenal game. Actually, I won't even be hiding behind the sofa. I might be in a plane, so I might even avoid the game potentially. But yeah.
Are you flying to London to watch the United game?
No. I'm flying to visit family. So yeah. But they do show the game on the plane, so let's hope I just.
Oh, nice.
So I'll just try and hide from watching the game. That's my safety blanket. But yeah, at the moment I'm looking like rolling. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm looking to free hit.
Yeah.
Because my team is just too bad for Game Week 2.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll try and make a free hit video before I leave for those who are looking.
No, I'll send you what I've done.
Okay, send it over as well. And anyone else who has a free hit as well, send it over. But that's basically it. Shout out to WHUvCHE as well, who gave us a super chat. So thank you very much. I think I'll read a few quick questions.
Sure.
Andy says he's bench boosting just before AFCON. That could be because you get like those free transfers.
I'll say, what's that again? Sorry, AFCON you get free. You get for free 5, right?
You get 5 free transfers. But you have to make sure that you use all of your transfers before that game week because you get only topped up to like 5 max. So if you had 3 free transfers and you didn't use it, you'll only get another 2. So yeah.
Which game week is that?
I think this was game week 16. They were giving it. I will check and let you know again. But I think
you'll definitely talk about it beforehand.
Oh yeah, definitely yes. So yeah. But yeah, that's it basically for this week. I don't think there are any questions. Chat is just talking within themselves. That's fine. There won't be any stream tomorrow, but I'll do a stream on Thursday for the deadline stream because I'm not going to be here for the deadline because it's a Friday night deadline. So we'll do a stream on Thursday for a deadline stream as well. So letting the chat know. And thank you, Roy, for joining as well. In terms of
And we've won.
yes,
Oh,
indeed.
FULvMUN of the year, right?
Yep, indeed. In terms of podcast, I think the next podcast will be back when I'm back. So basically, before Game Week 4. So we're just skipping Game Week 3. Basically, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 1 week we're skipping, and then it's international break, so it's fine.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, cool. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe as well. We got a few new subscribers as well. While during this stream, I got like the notifications. So everyone who did subscribe, thank you very much as well.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Indeed. 5-star reviews if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast. All right. Thank you all, and we'll see you all later.
See you, mate. Bye.